Your house, as of this morning, is still there.
He said your house is there.
Yeah,
That's what he said. He goes, yep, I'm looking at it.
I'm Rebecca Folsom.
Rebecca Folsom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we've been hearing reports that it's there and that it's not there, and we've been going up and down with it, and this is a very clear report that it's there. So
okay, well, that's good news.
Pretty exciting.
Good. Where are you?
Cry.
Where are you staying now?
We're actually at a hotel.
Okay.
Right now. Yeah.
Did you get anything from this briefing that helps you?
You know, actually, I couldn't get parked. There was so much traffic that I couldn't get parked, so I didn't hear anything. So this is the first I heard. And actually, the most information I've been getting is from, the firefighters and friends that are firefighters and all that. So this is really good news.
At 424 Fred Road. I'm right in that center where they have the outline where, unfortunately, the fire is.
And you don't know about your house yet?
Well, what I've heard is that our neighbor is in the satellite business.
Okay.
He did a satellite image.
Okay.
His house is above me.
Yeah.
The house above him is gone.
Okay.
And that's
so
Steve's,
2 houses above you.
Yeah, and that's Steve Shine owns Half-Ass Subs. His house.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
Steve's house is gone.
Okay.
So Gary, who's the satellite guy, his house is there. I'm right below him. And then the house to my right on the image is still there. So I'm hoping I'm the guy in the middle. There's hope.
Okay.
There's hope. When that blast occurred, all right, we were immediately all out of our houses and people were starting to evacuate. And I went out to my deck and just saw this plume, and I realized that we had a problem.
Yeah.
So our cars were packed within 3 or 4 minutes of the Fourmile Sheriff Department, Fire Department, which is our volunteer fire department, telling you to get out. And that's exactly what we did.
What are you doing to cope with the fact that there's so much? I mean, I can't imagine going for a couple of days and not knowing if your house is.
It is so emotional. It's amazing how you talked about a tight community. There's a great community among the fire people here, and somebody knows somebody. And like, I was just having breakfast at Lucky's Diner, all right, and the waitress says, "What's your name? I've got somebody, and I can get back to you and let you know if your house is still standing." So they're connections, like everybody else. There's like everything else in this world. They're connections, and I just want the satisfaction that it's either alive or it's not there anymore.
You've been able to stay with friends, the hotel, the shelter?
That was amazing. I mean, the outreach, you could be sitting anywhere, and if someone overhears the conversation, hey, I have some room, would you like to stay over? And for another example, being Jewish, tonight is our first night of the new year.
Okay.
And people were hearing me talk about it, and they said, hey, look, come to our house and celebrate Rosh Hashanah.
Oh, that's great.
I was having dinner at the Trato Baca in North Boulder last night, and someone overheard the conversation and said, hey, look, come on over and, share it with us. So,
huh? Are you going to?
Yeah,
do you think?
absolutely.
Is gone, or when you've talked to neighbors houses you already know are gone, do you think people plan to rebuild, or do you think they'll be scared off? Or would you rebuild?
I think it's the length of time that you're here. In other words, if this is a second home, or if this is sort of a new experience, I think that's the last experience.
Okay.
I think those who lived here full time are familiar with these tragedies. You hear people have been through 4 or 5 evacuations in the past and have survived. Obviously their houses have as well. I think they're here to stay. But I think there's going to be a lot of questions that are going to need to be asked before they build again. And what I'm hoping what comes out of that is, we talked about the foam system, mitigation. How can the consumer prepare themselves better and almost make it mandatory or an incentive from the insurance company to do such?